Hello, and welcome to the final instalment in our countdown to Easter. So today is the day itself. Happy Easter to you. In contrast to Easter Saturday, where the Gospels tell us very little, about Easter Sunday they tell us a lot. In fact, much of the rest of the Bible is spent working out the significance of this pivotal day in human history. Yesterday, we left the women who wanted to embalm Jesus' body delaying their job because they wanted to faithfully observe the Sabbath. Now, Sabbath starts at sundown and continues until the same hour the next day. So the first practical moment to do this would present itself as dawn broke on the following morning. And that's what the women did. And it explains why Luke observes that they went to the tomb, quote, very early in the morning. Now, I expect you know the story about how they saw two men in gleaming clothes who, frankly, terrified them. And one of these men asked them a rhetorical question, which to our ears sounds almost cheeky. He said, "Why are you searching for the living among the dead? He's not here. He's risen. He told you this would happen." Now, we often remark, and I've preached on this, how significant it was that the very first message of the resurrection was brought by two women. And that's a valid argument. But here we find out precisely why the men in the disciple group didn't believe them. They didn't believe the women because their words seemed like nonsense. And so they did. I've conducted many funerals in my career in the ministry, but I've never had one go wrong like this. I've never had an undertaker or a member of the family come to me and say, "I'm sorry, Ian, it's off. He's alive again." That would feel to me like complete nonsense, in just the same way as they thought the women's message was nuts. It was only after they had thoroughly fact-checked this and seen Jesus in person that they could bring themselves to believe it really had happened. And fact-checking what we read here still brings people to the same conclusion. Books have been written by people who have set out to disprove the resurrection but concluded that it really had taken place. If this is true, and I'm confident it is, then the greatest challenge to human life, death itself, has been overturned, and this life is not all there is. That's what gives me confidence that whatever this life may hold, there is one person who has passed from death to life and promised that the same power that made that happen is there for us to live by today. Is that man worth following? You bet he is. Happy Easter. Well, from here you can subscribe to the channel, and if you click the little bell icon, you'll get a ping when I put something new up. You can also see some of the other videos by clicking elsewhere on this screen.